Hey folks, so I wanted to talk to you about the piccolo trumpet. So I think for a lot of young players, the idea of learning the piccolo trumpet is both very exciting and maybe a little bit scary. And in fact, a lot of the music we play on the piccolo trumpet is both among the most enjoyable and the most challenging in our repertoire. Over the years, I've noticed there are some very common pitfalls when it comes to learning the piccolo trumpet, and probably the most frequently occurring problem is overblowing the instrument. I think this stems largely from people expecting the instrument to have a huge sound like the B-flat trumpet. They want to move all this air through it, and there's just too much resistance. It's a little bit like an oboe player expecting to sound like a bassoon. It seems absurd when you think of it that way. But the piccolo trumpet is not the same instrument as a B-flat trumpet, and it's going to have a different resonance. It's going to have a different color to the sound. It can still be big and fluid and resonant and colorful, but really the way to approach it is to simply release the air into it and find that back pressure, find that good resistance, and find the resonance in the sound rather than trying to force it. I think a great way to approach the piccolo trumpet is to practice the same fundamentals you would on the big instruments. Do flexibility exercises, do Clarke Studies. If you do flexibility, be cautious because of course it can be very stressful even on the B-flat trumpet or the C trumpet, let alone on the piccolo. Start in the low register and allow yourself to gradually progress to the high register. As you're progressing through these flexibility exercises and starting to extend into the top range of the piccolo trumpet, you might find it useful to start in the low register so that you're keeping the same setup as you cover the entire range of the instrument. So as I mentioned before, there's kimchi. You should feel free to do any of the same kind of fundamentals work on the piccolo trumpet that you would do on the B-flat. Clarke Studies, work out of the Arban's book, any kind of simple melodies, things out of the Getchell books, anything that feels good and sounds good on the instrument and is not overstraining your chops is good as far as I'm concerned. Eventually, you're going to want to get into some extensive tonguing workouts to make sure you can manage connection across the different ranges of the instrument. And when this is working for you with single tongue, double tongue, and triple tongue, you got to pull out my old favorite, get some K tongue going. Another great thing to do is to play with a tuner or with a drone. You want to find where your B-flat concert or your A concert, if you're playing A piccolo, is in tune. Figure out what the tendencies are on the instrument so that you know what kind of minor adjustments you need to deal with all the time. And finally, some thoughts about repertoire. Please do not start with some of the hardest pieces in existence like the Brandenburg or the Michael Haydn D major or one of the Molters, one of those things. Start with something that feels easy technically and feels good on the chops. Torelli's Concerto in D major, Purcell's Sonata in D major for trumpet and organ. Those will give you a chance to adjust the instrument, get comfortable with the sound, the back pressure, and you can extend from there into more challenging repertoire. So have fun.